Now, to some of you, this pickup right here may look a bit familiar. This is actually based on the now discontinued Maxus T60. MG adopted the platform, made a couple of improvements to it, and it's now being sold under a different name. This is the MG TRQ. Is it worth the money? Let's find out. Well, the first time that I saw this, I didn't even know what it was, but I knew right away that it's based on the T60 platform. Now, the T60 has this blocky design with these sharp lines on the side, which the TRQ retains. Yeah, the body panels appear to be very similar or identical to the T60. The headlights have a similar shape. You get these halogen projector headlamps. By the way, we only get one variant of the TRQ here in the Philippines, and it's this 4x2 model right here. Now, currently, we don't know the price for this yet. We're going to post the price in the comments below once it's announced. But this is not going to compete with the more expensive Chinese pickups like the Shark 6 or the Photon 10 V9. This is designed to be a more affordable, more basic alternative to those pickups. The grille, of course, is now different, and you have the MG logo over there. You don't get any radar units. This does not come with any ADAS features. You also don't get cameras all around the car. You only get one camera at the back. You only have a reverse camera on the TRQ. You get 17-inch gloss black wheels wrapped in GT all-terrain tires. You get power folding mirrors with repeaters, a plastic step board, a functional roof rail or functional roof rails. You also get a smart locking system. So to lock or unlock the vehicle, just press this button over here. No need to get the key out of your pocket. That's a feature that you will appreciate once you get used to it. You also get this steel roll bar over here. And this gets four-wheel disc brakes, which is something that some top-of-the-line Japanese pickups can't even boast of. Now, the body panels of the TRQ may be very similar to the T60, but under the hood, we get a different engine here. While the T60 gets a 2.8-liter engine, the TRQ gets a smaller 2-liter turbocharged engine. But while it's smaller, it also puts out more power. This puts out 158 horsepower and 400 Newton meters of torque, a bit higher than the 148 horsepower engine of the T60. Now, as for the transmission, this gets an 8-speed automatic. There is currently no 4x4 variant for the TRQ. Here at the back, it gets halogen tail lamps, a gloss black bumper with rear parking sensors. You have your reverse camera over here on the door opener, and you have a huge MG logo here at the back. Now, you don't get an assisted liftgate on the TRQ, so this can be a bit heavy. But you do get a bed liner here, and unlike most pickups, this is not a plastic bed liner. It's a tougher spray-on coating. You also get hooks over there for tying down your cargo, and you get these steel roll bars. Now, as for the rear suspension, you get a rigid axle with leaf springs on the TRQ.
The TRQ's bed measures 1,485 millimeters long, 1,510 millimeters wide, and 530 millimeters tall. That's a bit bigger than the bed of the Navara, but smaller than the beds of the D-Max and the Ranger. Payload capacity is competitive at 1,055 kilograms. Now, we definitely have enough space here to fit our sponsor for today.
Introducing the AutoSport Mobility Scooter, the world's most innovative mobility scooter. It folds into a small suitcase size, and it has wheels so you can move it around like a trolley. It separates into two parts. It has leather seats and grips, an illuminated LCD dashboard, enhanced lighting for extra visibility. You can install optional armrests. It's perfect for seniors as it's easy to lift and unfolds in seconds. It has a maximum speed of 10 kph, shock-absorbing, flat-free tires, high ground clearance, advanced braking system. Be free to travel anywhere, land, sea, or air. It It has 20 kilometers of continuous driving range. Engineered with flair, designed with passion for performance. Be active, be free, be yourself. Atto Sport, moving life.
Now here on the inside, it doesn't look too bad for a budget pickup. You got plenty of leather on your touch points. Like the steering wheel is leather wrapped. You get leather wrapped seats. I'm pretty sure these are synthetic leather. Both front seats are manually adjustable. You get leather over here. You got a leather wrapped armrest. This though is made of hard plastic. I wish this was also covered in leather. Now we get this 10-inch infotainment screen. We get Apple CarPlay. We get Android Auto, unlike a lot of Chinese pickups. You don't get a 360 camera as expected. You only get a reverse camera, but the quality is pretty good. I would say the quality is better than a lot of mainstream pickups. You got single zone climate control, and you get your capacitive buttons for adjusting your climate settings here. You got dual USB ports. Both are USB-A ports. You don't get any USB-C ports here. You also get the 12-volt outlet. Yeah, the dashboard is mostly made of hard plastic. This is hard plastic over here, hard plastic. You don't get a wireless phone charger here. You have plenty of buttons here. You have your hill descent control button here, your traction control off button. Your eco and power buttons are also over here. You got this electronic shifter with manual mode. Now as for storage, the glove box is decently sized. It's not dampened. You have a bit of storage underneath the center armrest. And you also have eyewear holder up here. You don't get mirrors on the visors. Now that could be a major drawback for your significant other. The instrument cluster is mostly analog. You also have a digital multifunction screen at the center. Now on the steering wheel, you have buttons for your audio controls. You get cruise control here, but you don't get adaptive cruise control. You don't get any ADAS features. Oh, you also get a start-stop button, which is lacking on a lot of entry-level pickups. We don't know the price of the pickup yet, so I can't say if it's good for the price, but for a budget pickup, which this is, it seems to be quite okay. Okay, so here at the back we got plenty of space. I have a lot of room here for my knees. We got two air vents back here, map pockets in both front seats, and surprisingly we also got a foldable armrest with two cup holders. It's also nicely wrapped in leather. The armrests here are still made of hard plastic. You do get grab handles here for easier entry, and the flooring is also completely flat, so the center passenger should have no problems. Now it's been 3 years since I drove the Maxus T60, but from memory, this seems to be a bit more refined. The engine noise is not as audible, and the engine vibration as well. But with that said, there's still a significant diesel clatter coming into the cabin. I would say it's about at the same level as the Navara. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can hear that on the camera, but yeah, it does sound like you're driving an actual truck. It's not very quick. But it should have decent pulling power. Now, like I said before, you don't really get a lot of tech here. You don't get a lot of driver assist features. There's no ADAS, there's no lane keeping assist, which some people may actually prefer. I know a lot of people who don't like the constant beeping that they get on modern ADAS systems, and you won't get a lot of those here. You don't even get blind spot monitoring. The steering is hydraulic, but it's not very heavy. Lighter than the steering of the Navara and the Hilux. Yeah, it feels old school in some ways, but yeah, you get a lot of refinements here. Like you get these leather wrapped seats, you get a padded armrest and a leather wrapped steering wheel. It just elevates the overall experience, so you don't feel like you're driving something that's so budget friendly. But yeah, it doesn't feel as refined as the Ranger, doesn't feel as powerful, but also it's a lot less expensive. Like I said, I don't know the price yet, but I am assuming that it's going to be a lot less expensive than the Ranger. And having Apple CarPlay and Android Auto definitely is a plus. You don't get a lot of Chinese pickups that have both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It's a pretty big pickup, but it doesn't feel as intimidating as the Ranger. It doesn't feel as wide, and the side mirrors are not as big. The ride quality is not amazing. I mean, most pickups tend to be bouncy, and this is no exception. If you don't have cargo or passengers in the back, the ride can be significantly bouncy. As for fuel economy, I got about 7.3 liters per 100 kilometers on the highway.
MG is clearly targeting the entry-level pickup market with the TRQ-L. There's only one variant, and it's a 4x2. It doesn't come with the fancy features you'd normally expect on mid to top spec trucks, and that could be okay, as long as it's priced right. Not everyone wants the latest tech, especially on a utility vehicle, but the MG TRQ-L offers the basics, like leather seats, a reverse camera, a push start button, keyless entry. If MG can position the TRQ-L at the right price point, it could be a solid, no-nonsense alternative to the more established names in the segment. Thanks for watching, and as always, drive safe and see you in the next one.